acceleration in here.
Okay, I was there for.
Increase acceleration.
Oh, this is my dad. Brian, my dad. And then that's my friend and former partner, Keith, who now works in Valley. Okay. My son is a lieutenant in Lockhart, Texas. Oh, wow. So we're proud of Mama. Yeah, you said
Texas, yep. Always stuff going on down there.
car camel lot.
Oh,
And it's horrible.
yeah, I just had some training with the FBI that was Texas, California, Nevada, and the border down there. Yeah.
It's crazy. It's not, it's. It's not that, it's your first down, it's your smuggling and drugs in these poor people and these babies. It's just, down there, they're like little, so he's the first responder. So that was,
They told us to sit up for tonight, get up.
bumped him up.
They wait till like 8 o'clock to get me up.
He's got his promotion. He's still training, he's also canine officer too.
Yeah.
So he's still
Past
doing,
my bedtime.
we're down, their city is about 33, 35. They went from 30 something officers to 12. They had this idiot in there because he scored higher on the test. The kid had never done anything. Assistant chief. And he almost got started leaving. And so now they're slowly getting back in. Are they anyone that goes in the service? The council nurse. Why do you think
every morning you wake up and put
They have their own individual groups.
Partner in the car.
I haven't been there since.
It's crazy. So it's like, he's gonna get this job, he's still, but they didn't put him back. Oh, yeah, he's a young kid, 60 years old.
I don't think it's real.
27 times. They said they were all over the streets.
Someday I'll just eat
Resource officer.
it never works.
They think out my son's gun.
Because we had Chris,
So just
I
asked,
worked 3 days.
thank God, didn't first produce. Kept days, and she got him, she says, can I put a hold on him? She choked him out and was he served 2 years now. 2 years. And the judge should not. Always have to make it this like that. He said, try to score more. They did not say.
They all chip in.
But the thing is, they came out, he had a good job, he's never had a job with this. He's back in now. So, it's
Frank, I think he had 7 last week.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
They make you.
Yeah. You can't get rid of
Brandon's doing this.
Everybody's been saying. I don't know, so what, you know, I think my complexion is pale.
Oh, man, no,
Or I start putting out a
this is like, Brian, to Brian, and no talk. You got this nice,
I was just wearing one the other day for the funeral, and they said I should wear it in our dressing room. But, Tio and, Roviak used to wear white all the time. Gentlemen, anybody seen that? Me too.
He's on the
So right now, we're trying to get
Jennifer
our
recognizes
power.
this is a moment.
That's good to know, thank you. Good? Yeah, sure. All right. Go ahead and start off.
Someone cranked it.
You said one person looked for somebody lost, and then you said another one.
Oh, we're gonna start.
Yeah, the mic should do it.
Good evening. Welcome to the November 18th meeting of Bedford City Council. Would please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Call roll, please.
Longino,
Yes, here.
Cochee.
Here.
Spinks. Here. Selby.
Here.
Fluharty.
Here.
Smith.
Here.
Asbury.
Here.
Council, you have the minutes of the work session of November 4th, 2024. Any corrections to that? Seeing none, can I have a motion for acceptance by Longino, second by Smith? Call the roll, please.
Longino.
Yes.
Cochee.
Yes.
Spinks.
Yes.
Selby.
Yes.
Fluharty.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Asbury.
Yes.
And you have the minutes of the regular meeting of November 4th, 2024. Any corrections to those? Seeing none, can I have a motion for acceptance by Spinks, second by Fluharty? Call the roll, please.
Longino.
Yes.
Cochee.
Yes.
Spinks.
Yes.
Selby.
Yes.
Fluharty.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Asbury.
Yes.
Now it comes to one of my favorite things to do is swearing in a new police officer. Anytime we get to do this, it's a good thing. Bring new blood into our department, new energy, and new help. And I could call Brianna up to the front, please. Front get this started, and raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Brianna Casmar-Pulaski,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Ohio
and the Constitution of the State of Ohio
and the Charter and laws of the City of Bedford, Ohio,
and the Charter and laws of the City of Bedford, Ohio,
and faithfully,
and faithfully
honestly,
and
and impartially
impartially
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of the position of patrol officer
of position of patrol officer
of the City of Bedford, Ohio.
of the City of Bedford, Ohio,
So help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations and welcome. Don't go away.
No.
Okay.
They got it
Okay.
earlier today.
And who's pinning you today?
This is my dad, Brian Pulaski.
Typical male here.
Congratulations. Again, welcome to the City of Bedford, and if you'd like to introduce well, you already did. Anybody here with you?
My dad and then my friend and coworker from Canton, we were partners for our last year together, and we worked together for the last 3 years at Canton. She's now a Valley View officer, so.
Good. Well, that's good. Like I say, it's good to have you on board, and Chief, if you'd like to say a couple of words?
I just want to thank council and the city administration for all the support and the resources that we can make evenings like this happen. Want to welcome Brianna to the team, and we're all confident she's going to do a great job, not only with us, but out in the community for all of you. So, welcome.
Did you get all your pictures? Where do you go? Good. And again, congratulations. Many more.
Take care, Michael.
Good night.
Like you say, it's always good to get some new people in here. And, I guess the downside of getting new people is some of the old people are moving on and retiring, and we're going to miss those people as they go. But, wishing Brianna a lot of luck. Okay, unfinished business, ordinance number 62-24.
Being an ordinance to make appropriations for current expenses and expenditures of the City of Bedford during the year 2025 and declaring an emergency. Basically our budget for next year.
And we wish to put that on second reading. Can I have a motion for such? By Asbury, second by Longino. Call the roll, please.
Longino,
Yes.
Cochi,
Yes.
Spinks,
Yes.
Salvi,
Yes.
Fluharty,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Asbury.
Yes.
Ordinance number 63-24.
Amending ordinance number 9747-19 pertaining to section 1105.03 entitled Fees, Deposits, and Charges regarding the recreation centers and declaring an emergency.
Then again, we want to put that on second reading since it is pertaining to fees for our rec department. Mike, you want to touch on that quickly?
Thank you, Mayor. Yes, these are associated with the rental fees for various rooms in the facility. The gymnasium, the multi-purpose room, and single room rental rates. Last time we adjusted those rates were 5 years ago. And our recommendations Obviously, there's costs associated with operating the facility, utility costs, staffing costs, and we work to defer some of that. So if passed, these would go into effect in January of 2025.
Thank you. And can I have a motion to place that on second reading? By Spinks, second by Fluharty. Call the roll, please.
Longino?
Yes.
Cochi?
Yes.
Spinks?
Yes.
Selby?
Yes.
Fluharty?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
And Asbury?
Yes.
Now we'll have reports. Before we get into them, one good bit of news to report. Just a few hours ago, I got a call from our county executive, Chris Ronayne, let us know that our recreation department got a $150,000 grant to fix the roof on the recreation center at Ellenwood. So that was a good call to get, and I really appreciate the executive making a personal call to say we got it. He's a great guy down there doing a good job, and the personal touch really helps. So I want to thank the county for that. And you can pass that on to the rec department and get things rolling on that. Mr. City Manager.
Thank you, Mayor. I just have a couple of items here tonight. First, just a friendly reminder, leaf collection will continue. We currently have 3 leaf crews out that have made multiple passes throughout the town. And as long as the weather cooperates and things continue to move along, we'll probably make 2 additional passes. Again, please avoid the parking in the street, especially if it's in front of a pile that your neighbor may have. It kind of makes things challenging for our crews to collect. We did go out last week. There were a number of different warning notices posted for residents that they didn't want a pile of leaves in their yard. They want them piled in the street. Please refrain from that as well. Those will most likely make their way to the catch basin and block the catch basin in front of your house. So please cooperate in that regards, and we'll get through it, like I said, as long as the weather continues to cooperate. Reminder that our tree lighting ceremony will be on November 27th down on the square. That'll be at 6 p.m. sharp, although there'll be activities starting as early as 4:30. There'll be ice sculptors down there leading up to the event, and then obviously Santa and some photo opportunities after the event. In regards to the commons, I did want to provide a quick update. We had what we hope is a final meeting this morning to review the plans for the expansion project that are 99% completed. We are having some internal staff members look at some final touches to that document. We'll be most likely advertising in January with a pre-bid meeting with interested contractors. And then if all goes well, we'll be making a recommendation to City Council in January to award the project, and we can start construction. So that's exciting. It's going to be a great project, something for the community and everyone to be proud of down there. And lastly, just the Padala Building, 890 Broadway, that is scheduled to come down. Demolition will begin on Wednesday, November 20th. And with regrading work, that'll probably be completed in about a week.
Good.
End of report.
One thing along with the leaf pickup, I see people still putting branches out. Chipper service is done, correct?
Yes.
So they'll have to pull them back and store them in the back of their lot or something. Or cut them up and put them in the trash. Mr. Law Director.
Just wanted to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving and congratulate all the candidates that won their elections last on November 7th. End of report.
Thank you. Ms. Finance Director.
Thank you, Mayor. I just wanted to congratulate the new police officer and also wish everybody happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. Council, Mr. Longino.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I kind of thought going first, maybe I might try to break the record for the longest report. I'm not going to do it. No, I decided not to do that. First, once off, like everybody else probably will do, and luckily I get to be the first council person to do it, to congratulate Brianna. It makes me always miss my days on the Civil Service Commission when I was a part of the hiring process. and also being a police officer myself, which I think I say every time we swear a person in, but I'm probably gonna say it every time we swear somebody in. So as a police officer, it's always good to know we got new blood out there on the street, as the mayor said. So congratulations, and I'll see you on the road. This Thanksgiving will be a little bittersweet for me. It'll be the first one without my mother, who passed in July. So I want to say I miss you, and it's going to be a rough one, but I'll get through it. I was thinking about Thanksgiving as well, too, and I was thinking, the mayor will like this one, turkey fryers. Be careful. Not in the house. Not too close to your garage. Just be careful out there, because the fire department likes to work, but they don't like to work if you can prevent some of the things to stop that from happening. Last Monday was Veterans Day, and as veterans also, I mentioned I said Happy Veterans Day then. I just want to say it again, even though it's just passed, and I missed the function that we had here in town when I was downtown at the Cleveland, because my fraternity, the military fraternity, we always march in the Cleveland parade, so I missed that, but Happy Veterans Day again. I want to definitely say again, and I'm always talking about this, and I guess it's something else that I'll talk about every time speeders, stop, slow down, you'll get there. And it's like, when I look more for them, I guess now, because I get those calls, I'm seeing it more. And people, when you tell me about the speeders, they're not going 80 miles an hour. That's the speed limit that everybody seems to say about a speeder. They're going 80 miles an hour. I don't think they're going 80 miles an hour. Besides that, and then Mike stole my leaf, but as long as somebody says it about the leaf pickup, so. And they will come to your street, they will hit your house, so don't bother calling the service department, because they will get your street, they will pick up your leaves. That concludes it. I yield my time. Thank you.
Thank you. Mrs. Spinks.
Yep, same thing, echo Tony about congratulations to our new officer. And I have also a safety thing. I noticed that Christmas trees, live Christmas trees are on sale. People are already starting to put them up. Please be cautious with the live Christmas tree. Make sure that you check on that water. Please do not leave them lit when you're not at home. They dry out and this is a long, long time from now to Christmas to have a live tree. So make sure that you make special tablets to go in there to keep them when they're fresh cut. So be careful with those live Christmas trees. Be aware that they will catch on fire. So I don't want to panic anybody, but that's also a safety thing. I'm surprised the mayor didn't bring that up, because that's number one cause of fires around the holidays is Christmas trees. But people decided to put them up a lot earlier this year. Mike, any updates? I know we were waiting on for the cover of Greencroft. Is it still got a couple more weeks?
Yeah, that still hasn't come in yet. So once the actual replacement piece comes in, that'll be when we issue a notice to proceed, and we'll put that out. Once the notice to proceed is issued, they'll have 45 days to complete it.
Okay. Because I've had a couple residents ask. Broadway Diner, the old Chris's restaurant on Broadway, is still looking for part-time help. So if you're looking for a part-time job, please reach out to Johnny at Broadway Diner. He's there still taking applications for servers and I believe a hostess. Want to hurry up and get that business open. It's been a long time coming, but he's having trouble getting employees. Thank you to the residents that have been helping me out. Everybody knows I hurt my hand about 2 months ago, partially toward tendon, picking up trash. A resident moved out and left a lot of trash that Kimball wouldn't pick up. So thank you to the residents, the young men, the little boys that are getting out there on Gould that are picking up trash for Miss Sandy. I appreciate you very much. Thank you to the people that are helping me out, the residents on Greencroft, which is really bad. Mike, I did notice, Tony, this is kind of your ward, but I did notice that Rockside, I know it's been pretty windy, Rockside was pretty bad today. I don't pick up on Rockside because I don't want to get hit, but yeah, that's pretty bad with people. I think wind blows it out a lot. Let's see. This past week, had the pleasure of going to, this was my 12th one, to National League of Cities. This is a continuing education thing. It's just
We've brought back a lot of things. There was over, I believe, what, Mayor, about 5,000 attendees there? 4,000, a little bit over 4,000. The mayor of Campa really did a gracious job. And as Tony said, this was his first one. The first day, your brain almost explodes because it's so much stuff. My favorite thing is the round table events where you're partner off with people that you don't know, with big and large cities, and come to find out we all have the same problem. The biggest topic this year, of course, was immigration and homelessness. And there was a bunch of, I want to talk to you after 2. I've got some great ideas. Of course, we're lucky we have, I think our number, Mike, is what, 10 now homeless? Not quite 10? I think we were up 10 at some time, and there's a misconception of homeless people are bad people, and they're drug dealers, and they're drug this and that. The statistics was saying a lot of people that become homeless are not addicted to drugs. They don't have mental illness when they first go out. It's not a choice, but they develop that. In some of the bigger cities, they develop the drug thing to deal with that. So it was real interesting. I have a lot of information, Mike, I'll be sharing with you, because we don't have a social worker. There's different things that these roundtable came up with, solutions that you can get more of the residents involved and stuff. I know our church tries to help out quite a bit, but especially at Thanksgiving holidays, I always feel bad when people don't have where to go. I know our church opens up and everything. The museum will be open on the tree lighting next Wednesday, so make sure you get in there. We did get our elevator fixed at the museum, thank goodness, and end of report.
Thank you. Mr. Selly.
Thank you. Good evening. My congratulations and best wishes to Officer Brianna Kazmer-Polowski on her new position with the Bedford Police Department. Retired Bedford Police Officer Robert Bob Chase Jr. My condolences again to Bob Chase's family and friends. Bob touched so many lives and was so well liked. Route 82 traffic came to a slow crawl due to so many people, including myself, headed to the funeral home last week. Rest in peace, Bob. Veterans Day. Thank you to the Veterans Memorial Parade Committee and the French Bartlett VFW Post 1082 for arranging the Veterans Day service that began at Veterans Park and concluded at Bedford Cemetery on November 11th. Leaf collection. Residents, please don't rake leaves in the street. I would also like to thank a Archer Road resident who I saw with his leaf blower and clearing leaves out of the street in Archer, perhaps all the way down to Solon. So he not only did his own home, but many other residents. Street takeover copycats. I've recently noticed black tire tread marks on a number of Ward 2 streets, especially at street intersections. I'm surprised I've not received calls from residents, since this activity would have likely resulted in loud squealing of tires and vehicles blowing through stop signs. Mike, did the police department get any calls about illegal activity?
No. I can double check, but none have come my way.
Taft Park, since my last ward report, I found no after-hour trespassers during the times I checked the park. I did notice that someone's have begun to use the parking lot on occasion to do donuts, which leave tire tread marks on the asphalt. I suspect the smashed pumpkins I also found one day were to help make the asphalt pavement slick to enhance the spin of the vehicles involved in this illegal activity on public property. Tree lighting. I encourage Ward 2 residents to attend the popular annual Christmas tree lighting on Bedford Square on Wednesday, November 27th, the evening prior to Thanksgiving Day. I suggest you arrive early so you don't miss the 6 p.m. lighting. Samuel Marcus Trust Commercial Property and Northfield Road. Mike or John, when do you expect a court hearing will be set regarding the numerous violations inside and outside the property?
They're third and final notice. Their deadline is December 9th.
Thank you. I have residents who would like to testify. Will they have the opportunity to testify regarding how this property has negatively affected them over the years?
Once it gets up into the municipal court stage, the city is not involved. That would be up to a magistrate or a judge.
Okay, thank you. Reducing costs and improving service. At a recent city budget meeting, I learned that our fire department has had a substantial increase in the number of residents requesting costly emergency runs in recent years. When you consider historic emergency call data and what I believe is a decrease in population over this period, a large number of residents may be using our emergency vehicles like a taxi service for non-emergency health concerns. If this is true, council and the administration needs to take a look at what we can do to limit the abuse of our emergency vehicles and staff that are needed for true emergencies. Universal Circus Exact Supercenter property. Mike, do you have an update regarding the circus?
They're currently meeting all of our requirements. They've paid their permit fees. Their plans are under final review. I expect those to be approved this week. And they have worked to, they're currently working to schedule the necessary safety personnel.
Okay, thank you. My city email seems to be working again, so word to residents can either email me or by calling 440-232-8964. Thank you, end of report.
Steve, I can tell you on the squad runs that there's been people use it way back when I was on there. It's not a big problem. Somebody calls 911, gonna respond no matter what. And they don't need to be transported. They don't. It's really not an issue. Pick Mr. Fluharty, excuse me.
And you're excused. Congratulations to Brianna for being what is she now? What is that? Our 3 female officers now, Mike, on the
Yes.
staff? Congratulations to her. Tree lighting. See everybody there. That's the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Like that first fire that was on Forbes Road. Do we have any final details of what caused that?
No,
Nothing.
nothing that I can report at this time.
How's the person in the hospital? Can you follow up on that?
I believe released. They've been released.
Oh, okay. I you said deceased.
No, I'm sorry. Sorry.
What about the one on, I know I've had a lot of fires in the neighborhood. How about Henry Street?
That one's also currently under investigation.
Okay. Nobody was living in that house?
No.
And the last one, the motorcycle?
Yes.
The garage?
That was a fire, accidental fire. Individual was working on his motorcycle, and a fire started in the garage. We did transport that individual.
I'm keeping you busy out there, that's
Yeah.
right. End of report.
Thank you. Mr. Smith.
Good evening, everyone. First, I'd like to congratulate Brianna Pawlowski joining our forces. And I would like to say have a happy and safe Thanksgiving. End of report.
Mr. Asbury.
Thank you, Mayor. Congratulations again to Officer Pawlowski. May you have a long and safe career here in Bedford. We talked about the tree lighting ceremony, same day, Wednesday, November 27th, the mitten fence goes up between Giannino's. It's on the black wrought iron fence between Giannino's and the Spirit Apotheosis. They will be staffed with, not staffed, but stocked with mittens, gloves, hats, scarves, winter apparel. So if you need something, go ahead and take it. If you have something to donate, that would be appreciated too. You can see Laura Hewlett down at Bedford Cyclery, or you can drop off donations at the rec center. The annual Shop with a Cop is Saturday, December 14th. Tickets are on sale now. They're $1 a piece or 6 for $5. And I plan on, in years past, I've come up here to the parking lot here, and I don't know, I didn't think about coming inside, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a bunch of tickets, and I'm gonna set up a day. If you're on the Facebook, Bedford Facebook pages, I will put an announcement, and I'll be up here for a couple hours for anybody out there that wants to come and grab some tickets. For every $150 that's raised, a child gets taken. It's either, I don't think they've narrowed it down, it's either Target or Walmart. So they get a $150 shopping spree, so it's a great, great program. So keep your eyes open for that. Within the next week and a half or so, I'll be up here. Blocking driveways. I had a resident call me on Broadway. One of the car carriers was blocking her driveway. And I spoke to city manager about it. We're gonna follow up on that. But this pertains to anybody. It doesn't have to be car carriers on Broadway. It could be a delivery van in your neighborhood. It could be landscapers. They don't have the right to block your driveway. Okay? They can do their business. They have a right to do that, but they do not have a right to block your driveway. So if you do notice somebody that's blocking a driveway, call our non-emergency number. We'll make a move. I want to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody. By the time we get back together, we'll be in December, and we're probably going to have snow on the ground, so be careful out there. And I also want to say happy birthday to my grandson, Cameron. He'll be 6 years old tomorrow. So love you, bud. Thank you.
Thank you. Good, again, yes, happy Thanksgiving to everyone, and have a safe holiday, especially if you're traveling. Be careful on the roads out there. I know driving back from conference, I couldn't believe how much traffic was on the roads on a Sunday evening. Let's get on with business. Ordinance number 64-24.
Being an ordinance authorizing the city manager to enter into a modification to the master service agreement with Simplex for additional information technology services for the city of Bedford, excluding the municipal court, and declaring an emergency.
I have a motion for suspension by Fluharty, second by Spinks. Call the roll, please.
Longino,
Yes.
Cochee,
Yes.
Spinks,
Yes.
Salvi,
Yes.
Fluharty,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Asbury.
Yes.
Motion for third and final by Smith, second by Asbury. Mike or Jen?
I'll take it, I guess. This is just for a modification to the master service agreement with Simplex IT. This is our IT provider that provides security services and monitors all of our equipment, our servers, our monitors, laptops, all that. And so we're adding additional security services to our agreement. That's all this is for.
Good. We need that. Call the roll.
Longino,
Yes.
Cochee,
Yes.
Spinks,
Yes.
Salvi,
Yes.
Fluharty,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Asbury.
Yes.
Ordinance number 65-24.
Amending ordinance number 6285-91 pertaining to section 137.11 entitled Emergency Squad Service Rates regarding the Fire Equipment Fund and declaring an emergency.
I have a motion for suspension by Fluharty, second by Spinks. Call the roll.
Longino,
Yes.
Cochee,
Yes.
Spinks,
Yes.
Salvi,
Yes.
Fluharty,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Asbury.
Yes.
Motion for third and final by Smith, second by Asbury. Jennifer?
Thank you, Mayor. This is simply a cleanup of an ordinance in our code of ordinances in section 13711. It was originally passed in 1991, so in the meantime, we'll back up. Back when this was enacted, we were only allowed to use University Hospital Health System, Medical Center to provide collection of ambulance proceeds for the city of Bedford. And so we're just cleaning that up to allow the city manager to enter an agreement with an entity, and it's subject to council approval as needed to collect those proceeds. Currently, we're using Great Lakes billing, so we're just cleaning that up. And that was the only change in this ordinance.
Right. Even though it says rates. We're not changing rates.
Correct.
I want to clarify that. Call the roll, please.
Longino.
Yes.
Cochee.
Yes.
Spinks.
Yes.
Salvi.
Yes.
Fluharty.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Asbury.
Yes.
Ordinance number 66-24.
Amending ordinance number 52-24, authorizing the city manager to enter into a contract with Eclipse Companies LLC for sanitary sewer repairs to Southwick Drive and First Avenue and declaring an emergency.
I have a motion for suspension by Asbury, second by Smith. Call the roll, please.
Longino.
Yes.
Cochee.
Yes.
Spinks.
Yes.
Salvi.
Yes.
Fluharty.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Asbury.
Yes.
Motion for third and final by Spinks, second by Fluharty. Mike?
Thank you, Mayor. Yes, we previously authorized the 2 emergency repairs on First Street and Southwick. Once those 2 areas were opened up, there was extended work that had to be done to complete the necessary repairs, specifically 12 additional feet of sewer needed to be replaced. There was 193 cubic yards of backfill, as well as, 47 square yards of full depth pavement removal. There was an additional $45,555 of additional work. We were able to reduce that by $14,438 by doing a lot of the concrete, the road restoration and sidewalk restoration in-house. So the remainder needs to be added to the contract so we can close it out and pay the contractor.
Call the roll, please.
Longino.
Yes.
Cochee.
Yes.
Spinks.
Yes.
Salvi.
Yes.
Fluharty.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Asbury.
Yes.
Ordinance number 67-24.
Amending ordinance number 9-24, authorizing the approval of an engineering fee to GDB Group for its services regarding design and construction administration costs associated with the Turney Road resurfacing project and declaring an emergency.
Motion for suspension by Asbury, second by Longino. Call the roll, please.
Longino.
Yes.
Cochee.
Yes.
Spinks.
Yes.
Salvi.
Yes.
Fluharty.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Asbury.
Yes.
Motion for third and final by Fluharty, second by Spinks. Mike?
We're amending the original ordinance to cover the remaining engineering fees that are due to close out this project. Those included the additional design work and inspections, site inspections, and review of all the ADA compliance issues, and then there were additional 255 bullet points necessary for review and inspection. This project did go longer. That's why there's some additional numbers that we needed to increase. I will say that we are estimated to close out the project $40,000 under budget.
Good. Call the roll, please.
Longino.
Yes.
Cochee.
Yes.
Spinks.
Yes.
Salvi.
Yes.
Fluharty.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Asbury.
Yes.
And now we come to the hearing of citizens. If you wish to speak, please come forward, state your name, your address, and your comment.
Hi, Heidi Semiel, it's at 958 Archer Road. Just wanted to say thanks to Councilman Steve Salvi for keeping Ward 2 safe and tidy. And everyone in Bedford, really, I've been here 36 years and I've always felt safe. The city's cheerful, welcoming, clean. And, so thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Seeing none, have a motion for adjournment by Spinks, second by Fluharty. Call the roll, please.
Longino.
Yes.
Cochee.
Yes.
Spinks.
Yes.
Salvi.
Yes.
Fluharty.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Asbury.
Yes.
Thank you for coming tonight.